Hey everybody. Wow, I am so not organized today. Um, well, hi and welcome everyone. I'm actually really excited. I've been getting all this together because we're doing a sneak peek tonight of some of the in colors and such in the catalog. I just have to straighten everything. Just straightening everything. Oh, it's very, very bright. So if you're just joining me, I do apologize for being a little bit late. I apologize. And yes, be sure to say hello. Okay, I think we're good. If you can hear me, all looks good. Sorry about the glare. So guess what this is? Guess what this is, really? Well, yeah, it is exactly what you think it is. It is the new catalog. I cannot open it at this point. I can next Tuesday. So 1 week from today, this catalog goes live, which means you can order from it. That's what that means. And hello, Sandy and Elaine. All right, so since I can't show you the inside, we're just going to put that to the side. What our sneak peek is today. Of course, we're going to make a card. But I have I have the new inks and cardstock here. I'm trying to be quiet as I unload all of this. Alrighty, let's see where we're at. So I'll say some more hellos and then we'll really get to it. Hi, Mary and Deb and Norma Jean from British Columbia. Awesome. Yes, I'm happy to be here. Oh, I think I just moved things. So are we in center? I don't know. In center. Oh, good Lord. Alrighty. So now what I wanted to say is on my blog post with the card that we'll be making will be a color comparison chart enunciate, and in that chart it will have the color, and I don't know all the names yet. This is pale papaya. It will compare with other similar colors, which I think is a whole lot easier than me saying, isn't this a pretty pale papaya color? It really is pretty, by the way. But anyway, so we have that and the ink that goes with it. I do have the blends, but I thought it looks the same as this, so why? That is a really pretty color. And this is gorgeous, fresh freesia. And if you think it looks like, what was that color? Purple Posy or Highland Heather, or I can't think of them right now. It's not. So you'll see that. So fresh freesia. And this one is as bright as it looks, polished pink. Wow. It is stunningly bright and gorgeous. It's a very happy, pretty color. And to the colors that we're using tonight, Evening Evergreen. And I have to tell you right now, it might be raining right now, I'm not sure. It kind of looked like it was going to. But when everything is it's spring and it's new and it's green, I absolutely fall in love again with the color green. So this is perfect timing. Evening Evergreen, and I'm going to keep this ink over here. And I'm going to pair it up on this card using Soft Succulent. If you're wondering if you need these colors, the answer is yes. Absolutely yes. Alrighty, let's see where we're at. All right, okay, so let's move these away very nicely. This is just to protect the surface. Oh, one other thing, this is also new. I've used some, so let's put the white behind it so you can see them. These are the new in color jewels, 2021 to 2023, all in the same beautiful colors. And again, we are going to use some of these, so keeping those. I just read Kathy Jean from snowy northern Alberta. Wow. Can I say I had sandals on today? Yes, I can. All right, so this is the last retired set that we'll be using. I will post later in the week the one card that I made. I know I made a few, but one in particular that it just with this set is gorgeous. And the colors you can get out of these is it's It's mind-blowing. Okay, so you'll probably recognize the card when you see it. Soft Succulent is really great, Mary. I agree. Okay, so this is retiring. So it's only available till May the 3rd, and then it is gone. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Just getting out the dies and the stamps I need. Did I just throw that aside? I did. So all the stamps we're using tonight are from Loyal Leaves. Let's get our paper out. So this is my scrap for the sentiment. And this is our front piece. I will, let's look at the... Alrighty, so you know I only do the measurements live. I don't type them out for you, but I'm going to tell you what they are. So this is Soft Succulent, and this is 4 1/4 inches. I don't think I need to say that, by 11, so half a piece of paper, and I've scored it at 5 1/2, and I use the bone folder to get pretty flat. And then the layer is actually these two pieces. This is the Evening Evergreen, so it's 3 7/8, so 2 lines before the 4 inch, and 4 7/8, 2 lines before the 5 inch. This one here is going to be an 1/8 of an inch smaller. This is 3 3/4 by 4 3/4. I'd actually cut this first and then had to figure this out. And this doesn't matter because it's a scrap. Alrighty, I need to make sure I have my dies handy, and I do. Alrighty, so colors are right here. Again, Soft Succulent. Oh, you know what? I'm going to do the inside at the same time. So the inside of the card is my standard size, which is, did I write it down? Of course I didn't. Which is, let me think, 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. That sounds right. Yep. Okay, so that's the inside of the card. That's the front of the card. And our Soft Succulent and Evening Evergreen. Uh-oh. Hopefully my internet is cooperating tonight. I know last week there was a few little oopsies. I kind of looked back. I looked back and I don't listen to my videos after the fact. Now, one thing I haven't done, because I haven't had these this very long, is I haven't put the labels on. And if you remember from my previous videos, I use all of these labels. So I'll put one here, 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 and in here. This is where the plain one goes, if you wish. It's up to you. You just peel them off. It's no biggie. I'm not going to take the time to do it, or I'll be talking forever. So I'll just keep this in mind, which is which. So this is Evening Evergreen, and this is Soft Succulent. So let's get stamping. I really love these stamps. They're super detailed, as you can see. And I don't know if that's on screen. I hope so. So first, this part of the card. I'm going to go here. Because it's so detailed, I want to make sure that I've taken my time to press all the way around. Now, what I could do like I did last week with the 2nd and 3rd generation stamping, but I'm going to go straight on full, the whole 9 yards, basically. Give it a second. I noticed when I was making this that I hadn't waited as long as I thought, and I hadn't pressed down as evenly as I thought, which is why I thought I would give you that tip, because that's kind of handy. Alrighty, so this is the other leaf. I don't know what kind of leaves these are. I'm not the plant person. My daughter is more of the plant person than me. Let's go here. You notice I like to go off the page, and I think I do that in just about every card. I do want to show you 2nd generation, because that's pretty dark, remembering that these are brand new. There. 2nd generation, you can see how you can get, and then 3rd generation. So that's really light. That's like the background I did last week. You can always find my videos on YouTube and on my blog. And Rose, hello Rose from Timmins. Awesome. Let's just go right here with this one. And I did that a little bit later, so yeah, I'm happy. I'm going to see if I can fit another one of these leaves in. You're like, oh, by the way, you know what I forgot to say? This is a really simple card. My focus tonight was to show you the colors. Next Tuesday, we'll be able to do a walkthrough of the catalog. How exciting is that? Okay, so that's the front of the card, and I have so inked myself. So now, to not get ink on everything, we'll try. Maybe for this one, I'll do a second and third, or a second at least. Let's go here. You can tell I really like this one because I use it the most, generally. Okay, and back to this stamp. We'll just go right, I'm gonna go right here. You know the rule of 3 and 5, I don't see why it wouldn't, 3, 5, 7, odd numbers, I don't see why it wouldn't be for this as well. I am gonna close these because for the sentiment, I'm going to use Tuxedo Black. And then I'm gonna do a little bit of die cutting and then maybe we'll talk some more. Yes. Let's just do all the stamping. Let's just do it. Okay, so Tuxedo Black. Now, a little reminder, you know for these stamp pads, because if you look in here, this faces down, the ink pad faces down. You want to store them this direction. Not up, not upside down, not sideways, this way. In contrast, the Memento Tuxedo Black, stored upside down. That will keep the ink closer to the top of this one. And that's, I always store them upside down. Hopefully it means less re-inking too. All right, I think I may have to go this way. Now, because I'm die cutting this, I'm not going to be concerned with if I stamp crooked. There's a method to my madness. That stamped lovely. Let's just take a look. Yep. I don't know why, but today my eyes are like not focusing. All right, now that piece of paper can go. That's just our scrap for the bottom. So I am going to die cut, not that piece. I am going to die cut the thank you. And the thank you again is from Loyal Leaves. And these are just 2 of the stitched rectangle dies. And I'm going to actually do this off the page like that. And it'll make sense once you see it. For this, my original thought was I was going to do it like this. And then when I got thinking, well, it's a pretty simple card. So I decided I would go this way. So give me a moment. I'm just going to die cut off to the side here. I did not leave myself enough space with the extra goodies I was showing you tonight. So, oh, and like I think I said this last week as well, and I really do appreciate it. You were totally, totally, totally awesome. I hope you can hear me when I lean over that direction. If you want to share, if you wish to share my video, I would appreciate that. I, of course, love your comments. I can't always get to the, there we go. I can't always get back to them, to the comments. I will try if I haven't, if we haven't talked about it during the video. That was quite the production, wasn't it? My goodness. Okay, so there's this one. I'll just leave it like that for now. Just do the second one real quick. Hopefully straight. The first time would be lovely. Wouldn't it? Lovely. If you happen, where did I leave my water's on a different table. If you happen to be watching on YouTube, well, we'll have uploaded it there. Please feel free to subscribe. Anybody can subscribe, actually. It's where you see all my videos all in one fell swoop, nice and easy. For some reason, I cannot get that die to go straight. If I had brought a little washi tape downstairs, that would make it work. All right, I'm just going to bend over to the side here, so you might not be able to hear me for a second. Okie dokie. Oh, hello, Karen from Kingston, Nova Scotia. Awesome. And Terry's here as well. Excellent. Oops. Alrighty. So if you joined late, you're going to want to go back and look at the from the beginning, because I showed some of the new products. I don't have, as a demonstrator, I get to pre-order, which is kind of handy because that's how I demonstrate things, so you can see them ahead of time. But I don't have the stamp sets or any of the other goodies. I do have the blends. Again, they were all the same color. I bent that a little bit, my bad. But I will. They're coming. Anyway, it's just nice to, there's something about having things early. This is the tailored tag punch, by the way. And turn it over. I'm going to do my banner. And again, I think I've said this in previous videos, I am not one of those people that can do this with scissors. And I always figure if you got a punch, use it. There. Now we have a little banner end, which is why I didn't mind that that was off the page. Okay, so let's take this out of here. You can see what we've done. Oh my goodness, what have you done? Totally kidding. Fits right in there. There's our dies. This one is the 4th smallest in the set. Alrighty, so let's get our Evening Evergreen. You can tell I know the greens. Evening Evergreen and Soft Succulent. Alrighty, so let's go. Now with this, the reason I cut that out, 1 is for interest, and 2 is because I'm going to pop it up. I'm getting a little bit of glue towards the edges here just to hold it down. Remember, not too much. Is there a top and bottom to this? Let's take a look. I think I started stamping this way, but I think I'm going to do it this way. So the reason I use the Tombow, the multi-purpose liquid glue, is for the wiggle time, if I need it. Get rid of the extra glue. Okay, so once I know, I can just wiggle that around. You don't have a ton of time until I'm happy and feel like that's in the right spot. Alrighty, so let's bring in some dimensionals. I seem to have lots of, you know what I'm going to do? They're stuck together. Ooh, there we go. Alrighty. Oh, those are little mini dudes. I don't want the mini dudes, I want the big guys. Alright, so I am going to pop this up, and the most exciting part of this is watching me put the dimensionals on. I was going through my cards. My daughter was looking for cards. We were going through them, and I found one that I popped up, and I had only put dimensionals here, 1 in the center, and here on the full sheet. And she said, there's something wrong with that card. I said, yeah, it's sagging. So, you know, go for it. Put them in. They're not expensive. Just use them, and your cards won't be saggy. That's my lofty tip of the day. I'm just so full of information. Some of it not necessary, but hey. Oh, come with me. Come with me. Alrighty. Now, the next thing is, of course, to make sure this is going the right direction, and it is. So I'm actually I'm just going to hold this up and just drop it in like so. There we go. Yay. Now, I'm going to pop the whole thing up. Again, very plain card, thus some popping up. And I'm going to spare you some agony, and I'm going to cut these side pieces off and use them just to keep it rolling here. Oh, so I have a question for you. I did see someone say how much they really like the Soft Succulent, and I know those colors went pretty fast. Just wondering though, did you see one that you thought was like, wow, I have to have that color, must have that color? Just curious. I can bring them back out. in a moment. Actually, you know what I could do? Because this is pretty boring watching me put dimensionals on. Let me word it, but the other ink pads back here. There, this is way more exciting. There they are. Are you a pink person? Do you like the purples? Again, very exciting, just ripping the edges off. Trust me when I say you're not missing anything. And there's such a delay with Facebook, so if you do, if you do comment, I won't know right away. So don't think I'm being rude or anything. I am absolutely taken with this. Now, I should also say that I have a blog group that I started, and it's called the Positive Inkers Global Design Team. So they're demonstrators from around the world. Not too many. I don't really care for like really huge blogs. I tend to look at the first few and not the rest. That's bad me. And we have a blog hop coming out on May the 1st. So you will see more sneak peeks on is that Saturday? I think it is. All right, so this is a dog's breakfast, but you're not going to see this. So we rip this up. This is very exciting as well. Yes. I haven't actually designed my card for the May 1st. I started today, so I have an idea of what I'm going to do, but since I don't have any of the stamp pads, just the inks, not just the inks and papers, should be interesting. So I decided this was going to be, yes, already. So Rose likes the purples. Yep. Alrighty. So with this isn't, you know how I would normally do a card and my border would be about there. This isn't, so this is going to take a little more eyeballing. And generally, what I do is I don't push it down. I just kind of put it on, take a look. Look straight to me, look straight to my eyes. There. And then our little sentiment. This is going to be off the edge a little bit, so I'm going to pop up this side, just that one side. Other side, I can put a glue dot on, or a little bit of, I can use a little bit of Tombow, or a glue dot, both work. And then, over we go. A very simple thank you card. It doesn't say masculine or feminine. It goes for either. Now, my sample card that I made, which is the one for my blog, it's the same colors, but I reversed them. All that means is I use the Evening Evergreen for the base. And let's put that in. So this is one of those narrow borders. So here and here, drop her down. A little bit of wiggle time, little bit of wiggle time. There we go. Lots of space to write. There you go. So here's the other one. And I'm just wondering, do you have a preference? Do you like it with the Evening Evergreen background better than the Soft Succulent, or the other way around? Now, the other difference in this is you can see that I use second generation here and here and here. This is first, and first. But this is all first, I believe. Yeah. Oh, you know what I forgot? Ha! And this is why I write myself notes in big letters that say things like gems. I usually say ribbon, but I don't have any of the ribbon. So these are the in-color gems I talked about. Now for this one, I use the light. So for this one, I'm going to use the dark. And I don't know that I pointed out, there are two different sizes. So we'll use a little mixture of each. Same thing, 3. So I can go 1, maybe here. Kind of like that one, but different. And then one little one. You love both. Thank you, Deb. Your catalog is in the mail, by the way. I'm hoping Canada Post is quickety quick and gets that to you before the 4th. There we go, my friends. There's our cards. Thank you so much for watching. I will be adding links like to my blog and etc. once my video is uploaded and so on. I'll put the links here to get you over to my blog where you can see the color comparisons of all the colors, all 5 of the new in colors. Again, sharing is caring. Thank you so much. And I will see you next Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Bye-bye, my friends.